Hello, everyone. Happy week 5. So today we're going to do a kapha balancing practice. So we're going to be bringing up the warmth and heat in our bodies. It'll be about a 30-minute practice. And what you need, hopefully you can kind of see it right here. So something to roll your feet out with. I'm using a soft lacrosse ball today. And then something to open up into the thoracic spine behind the heart and lungs. So I'm using a slow-mo ball. You may have one if you practice with me, or a pillow or blanket will work as well. And then something to sit on if you like to sit on things while you practice. Okay. Let's jump into our practice. Okay. I'm going to start in a seated position today. So I'm just going to take my props and place them to the side as I don't need them in this moment. And take a moment to gently soften your shoulders, let them settle down. And connecting with your breath, maybe even placing hands onto your belly if that feels okay in your body. Really allowing the breath to enter into the belly space. And then eventually placing one hand onto your belly, one hand on your heart. And allowing the breath to enter both of these spaces in your body. And slowly start to move your hands into the side of your body. Feeling the breath expand into your ribs and intercostals. And then into your back body. Let's invite the hands onto our heart space. And taking a moment to connect with yourself, with your breath. Let's bring to mind Kapha Dosha. Kapha is earth and water, connecting with these qualities within your body. Kapha is stability, strength, grounding. It is growing, building. Kapha is all about our immunity. Seat of Kapha in the lungs and the upper part of the stomach. And then take a moment to set an intention for your practice today. Send Kapha if you're working with one. Maybe connecting this to Kapha energy. To earth and water. I'm strong, grounded, and fluid. I'm strong, grounded, and fluid. Repeating it 3 times. I'm strong, grounded, and fluid. And then let's start to invite some movement in. So exhale to one side, inhale back through center. So Kapha is more about stagnation, stability. So we're going to be inviting a little bit more movement into this type of practice to balance Kapha out. We're also going to bring up the warmth and heat as Kapha is cool in nature. I'm just moving with my breath. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, This time I'm going to come into a twist. Inhale, exhale. Inhale through center. Last one. Coming back through center. Let's invite a little bit of movement into the shoulders. So start to roll the shoulders back. And then roll them forward. And then start to invite a little movement into your head and neck, gently drawing one ear to one shoulder, tent the fingers out, keeping the jaw soft. You may want to allow the hand to come up a little bit higher and hang, maybe even exploring some movement with the head and neck. And coming all the way through center, draw your chin down towards your chest. Take a full breath here. And to the other side, ear to shoulder, tenting the opposite hand out. And then if it feels okay, gently allowing the hand to hang. Maybe inviting some movement with the head and neck. And then come back through center. Let's invite a few little lateral movements here. So we're taking the shoulder, we're rolling it back, front and back. And then extend the arms out. Thumbs are going to come down. Clasp your hands. Exhale. Soften your shoulders. Gently shining your heart forward. And then slowly release that. I'm going to switch my legs. We're going to come into Kapha breath. So how I teach this, I don't teach it really fast because I think it's really important to still maintain your own rhythm and connect with your breath. So from here, soften your shoulders. You're going to be breathing out the mouth, and then the stomach gently draws in. You might be able to hear my breath here. So we're going to do a round of 10 and then a round of 20. You might want to practice maybe a few. Feel the tummy draw in as the breath comes out. The inhale is just natural. Nice full inhale and then exhale. And release. I'm going to do a round of 20. Inhale and exhale. Let that go. Take a moment to notice how that feels in the body. If you want to do another round, you can, 10 or 20. I'm just going to allow myself to connect with the energy for a few breaths. And then from there, we're going to make our way to hands and knees. So you're going to tie my hair up. So coming into tabletop. Since we're doing a little more movement today, rooting the hands down, you may want a little movement in the hips from side to side, letting the head hang a little bit, and then start to move through cat-cow. So as you inhale, coming forward, as you exhale, root into the earth, arching into your spine. Nice, slow, steady breath. You still want to move, so the breath is guiding your movement. We're going to keep the hips nice and high. Melt down into puppy pose. Soften into your shoulders. Slowly start to melt your hips towards your heels into child's pose. Walk your hands to one side, nice lateral stretch. Invite your breath into the side body. And coming back through center to the other side. And come back through center. We're going to make our way onto our backs. So grab either a slow-mo ball if you're using a slow-mo ball. I'm actually going to use a support for the head because I prefer that in my body. And if you're not using a slow-mo ball, you can use a pillow or a blanket or another soft ball. So you're going to place that right in between the shoulder blades. Letting the arms come out. We're cactusing the arms. Your feet are rooted about hip width apart. Creating some space and openness into this area of the body, the seat of Kapha. And then start to extend your arms out, soften your shoulders. Let's take a nice full breath here. And then come into Hakini Mudra. The fingertips are coming together. There's space in between the hands. Soften into your shoulders. You're going to exhale. Hands are coming over top of the belly. Inhale to extend them out. Really allowing your back body to feel nourished and hydrated with this slow, gentle movement. We're going to do one more. Inhale as you extend your arms. Exhale. Let that go. Thumb and index finger are connected together, a little bend into the elbows. Inhale, arms are coming out to the side, owl wings. Exhale, back through center. Again, moving with your breath. Allow that movement to really nourish and hydrate your body. As the movement becomes fluid. The next time your arms come up, you're going to wrap them around your body. Give yourself a full hug. Take a nice full breath into your back body. Opening in the opposite direction. One more hug. Soften your shoulders. Invite your breath into your back body. And then slowly, we're going to roll to our side and remove your prop and remove the prop for your head. Come all the way onto your back. Take a moment here. And connecting into the earth, bringing your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. Gentle little rock. Taking hands onto the knees. Make a few little circles. You in the opposite direction. Hands are going to come towards the ankles or the feet, letting the knees come out for a groin stretch. Soften into your shoulders. Release that, root your feet down. Exhale, lift your hips up for bridge. Nice, slow, steady breath. We're going to lower down, little dips. Exhale up. Last one. This time you're going to lower all the way down. Bring your feet out to the width of your mat or a little bit wider. Cactus your arms. Allow your legs to move from side to side. Some nice windshield wiper legs. And then slowly roll to one side. Press yourself up and come all the way back into tabletop again. I'm just putting out my incense. The scent is feeling a little strong as I'm practicing, although I do love it. Okay, so we're back in tabletop. From here, you're going to extend your right leg. Keep it rooted into the ground first. You can even do a little bit of pulsing first. The left arm is going to come out, lifting that leg up. Keep your hips facing the earth. We're going to bring it in. Elbow to knee, extend out. Exhale to crunch. Last one. Take your hand, place it down, keep the leg lifted. You're going to open up into a modified side plank. So pressing through the heel, toes are coming towards your body. Take that hand, you're going to place it onto your hip, lower and lift the leg. Beautiful. Moving with your breath. The next time your leg comes up, option to stay here or grab onto the top of the foot. Press your heart and your hips open. Remember, listening to your body, honoring your body, not doing things that don't feel good. Let's release that. We're going to lower that foot down, take that top arm, and then reach it and stretch it forward. Release that, come back into tabletop, moving through a few cat-cows. Nice slow movement with your breath. Curl your toes under, exhale for downward facing dog, pedal it out. Bending one leg and the other, maybe even rocking onto your toes and back. You want to be looking towards your thighs or your knees, softness into the shoulders, hips nice and long, allow the head to hang. I'm going to come into a nice slow flow and then transition to the other side. So inhale, come forward into plank. Keeping your body nice and strong. Lower onto your knees. You're going to lower all the way, slow, slow, slow to your belly. You're going to come into some baby cobras. So from here, you're going to root into the hips, the tops of your feet. There's a little lift in the knee. Inhale to come up. Exhale to lower. Nice, long, strong spine. 3 of those. We're going to take the fingers, face them together. From here, inhale to come up. Maybe you come a little bit higher. Exhale down. Three of these. Turn your hands forward. Press into the earth. You want to make sure the elbows are facing your feet. Nice and slow, bring yourself up. Exhale, child's pose. Soften into your shoulders. Slow, steady breath. Inhale to come back into tabletop. We're going to transition to the other side. This time, the left foot comes back. You can do a little a few little pulses into that foot. Pause, extending your opposite arm, lift the leg. So notice if that leg is coming up really high and rotating, keep the hips facing the earth. We're going to draw it in on the exhale for 5. Elbow to knee, little crunch. Inhale to extend. Last one. Lower that hand down. Pause here. We're going to open up into a modified side plank. Slow, steady breath. Hand's going to come on the hip. Lower and lift the leg. Leg doesn't need to touch the ground. Focusing on your core, hip and glutes. The next time your leg comes up, option to grab onto the top of the foot, press your heart and your hips forward. Slowly release that. You're going to lower your foot down, take your top arm, extend it forward. Nice long lateral stretch. Come all the way back into tabletop. Give your hips a little movement. We're going to play around with bear pose, and then we're going to do a little bear flow today. So curl your toes under, root into the earth, and you're going to press yourself up into a little hover. So you're just hovering inch or two from the ground. Lower down. Let's do that again. Root down, press, hover. Still slow, steady breath. Do exhale. Come back into downward facing dog. From here, inhale, come forward into plank. Nice and strong. Exhale to your hover and into downward facing dog. Let's do that a few more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So you're inhaling forward into plank. Exhaling back into your hover. Inhale here. Exhale downward facing dog. This time you're going to start to walk your hands and your feet together, coming right into a forward fold. Give your head a little movement, hips a little movement. Maybe a cleansing breath. We're going to come into a twist here. So take your right hand towards your left foot. You're going to root it down and then extend your other arm up. Soften into your shoulders. I like to bend my back leg here. Come all the way back down. We're going to take the left hand towards the right foot. So root down. I like to bend my other arm and then extend your right arm up. And take that hand, bring it all the way down. You can invite a little bit of movement into the hips. And then from here, we're going to inhale, halfway lift. Nice long spine. Exhale to hinge. Inhale, come all the way up. And then exhale right into your heart space. Pause here. Slow, steady breath. Let's bring our hands down. Grab your dowel, your ball, whatever it is you're going to roll your feet out with. Take a moment to pause first. Connecting into the earth, into your feet. And then start to rock forward and back. So noticing how your feet are connected, and then side to side. Maybe one side feels a little more stable or grounded. And then start to roll one foot out. Doesn't matter what one you come to. from the toes all the way into the heel. Little love into that inside edge of the foot. And then coming right underneath the pinky, where the pad of the foot is, you're going to press into that area. That's where the lungs are located. So we're coming right into the seat of Kapha. Make your way into the center. A few little pulses. And then come off. Pause. Connecting into the earth, into your feet, into your breath. And start to roll the other side. Goes all the way into the heel. It's taking a little bit of time to get the whole bottom of your foot. A little bit onto that inside edge of the foot. And then coming to where the lungs are. Seat of Kapha. A little bit right into the center. And then come off. Take a moment to pause. We'll take a breath here. And then we'll come into a standing flow. And coming towards the front of your mat or the area that you're practicing on. We're going to come into chair pose. So I'm going to demonstrate this facing forward, but you want to be facing your mat, whatever direction that is. So as we come down, we're going to gently bring the arms up and the hips back. So it's, and then inhale to come up. You want this movement to be fluid. So last one. Come down, pause, hold for a breath here. Inhale to come up. This time we're going to take that right foot, step it back into crescent lunge. So the hips are facing forward, softness into the shoulders. Extend your arms up. We're going to invite some movement. So cactus the arms, start to lower that back leg down. Inhale. Moving with your breath. Last one. Come up. This time you're going to turn your back foot, coming right into warrior two. Arms are out. We're going to invite some movement here as well. So as you inhale, you're going to straighten that front leg. And then exhale, I'm just going to turn my palms, come back out. Inhale, scooping air up, exhale. Last one. Bending your arm, coming into extended side angle, soften to that shoulder. Inhale to come up, take the arm with you, palm is up, peaceful warrior. Come all the way back into warrior two. From here, you're going to turn your feet sideways, angled out for goddess. Inhale, exhale. Moving with your breath. The next time you come down, pause, lift one heel, lower, lift the other heel. Lower, this time see if you can lift both heels. Lower. Inhale to come up. Turn the toes inward, lengthening into your spine. Exhale, come all the way down into a nice wide-legged forward fold. slow, steady breath. Letting some movement come into the head and neck. From here, you're going to walk your hands towards your front foot. Root your hands down. Step that foot back into plank. Lowering all the way down, moving through your flow. Inhale, come up to baby cobra, or come all the way up into upward dog, if that's part of your practice. As you exhale, transitioning into downward facing dog. Try to soften your shoulders, lengthen into your spine. Nice, slow, steady breath. I'm going to look forward. You can hop, step, or jump your body forward into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, a nice long spine. Exhale to hinge. Inhale, coming all the way up, arms overhead. And exhale to your heart space. Pause here. We're going to come into the other side. So coming to the front of your mat, inhale. And then exhale, we're doing that movement with chair. Come all the way down, pause. Rooting into your feet, hips are back, nice long spine. This time, we're going to come up just a little bit, bring the feet together completely. Beautiful. Hands are coming to the heart. We're still in that chair. You're going to come into a twist. So you have an option to just gently twist to one side. Perfect. If you want to go deeper, you're going to bring your hips down lower. Elbows going to come to the outside of that front leg. Pressing into it, nice long spine. If you want to open the arms up, you can. Notice if the hips come out to one side, try to keep them back. Coming through center. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale. We're going to inhale, come all the way up. Doing the other side. Exhale, come down into your chair. Little twist. So notice if you want to stay high or hook that elbow to the outside of the leg, bringing the hips nice and low, long spine, option to open the arms up. Trying to keep both the knees in the same line. Release, come all the way down. We're going to inhale, halfway lift, exhale to hinge. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale to your heart. This time, left foot comes back. Crescent lunge. Hips are forward. I like to take a little bounce when I arrive on my crescent lunge, to really let my body receive it. Arms come up. We're going to exhale, cactus, little bend. Moving with your breath. Last one. Come up, turn that back foot open into warrior two. Looking over top of the front arm. Inviting our movement. So from here, turn the palms, inhale. Turn them down, exhale. Almost like you're scooping and pushing air away. Find your own rhythm with your breath. The next time you come out, pause, extended side angle. Slow, steady breath here. Inhale, come all the way up. Palm is coming with you. Exhale, peaceful warrior. Inhale, coming back into warrior two. Toes are coming outward for goddess. Inhale and exhale. Hopefully you've got a little bit of heat and warmth built up in your body now. This is a great practice to do first thing in the morning, or as we transition into kapha time around 6. The next time you come down, pause, around 5:36, before you have dinner. Other side, both sides. Release, come up, turn the toes inward. This time we're going to clasp hands behind the back. Exhale, come all the way down. Slow, steady breath here. And gently release the hands towards the earth. You're going to walk the hands towards that front foot, framing your front foot. You're going to root the hands down, step back into plank. Lowering down, take your time. Inhale for cobra or upward dog. As you exhale, you're going to transition into downward dog. So I'm doing a transition with the knees down, curling the toes, press back. Slowly start to lower your knees down. Exhale all the way back into child's pose. Your next inhale, bringing yourself up into seated. I'm going to come into cobbler or butterfly, however you would like to call it. So bringing the bottoms of the feet together, inviting some movement first. And then softening the shoulders, exhale to gently allow yourself to come forward. Doesn't need to be very deep. Today I'm just going a few inches. Maybe after a few exhales, your body wants to go a little deeper. Honoring that. One more breath here. As you inhale, gently come up. Start to bring the legs together. Lengthen up through the spine. Another little twist. So holding both legs, exhale to one side. Inhale back through center. Exhale to the other side. Inhaling back through center. We're going to come into a supported fish. So you can do that with a chip foam block. You can do that with a slow-mo ball. Or if you have a blue block, I don't have one today. I brought them to a different yoga space. So I'm going to demonstrate on this. This is low. A blue block is going to be higher, so it just depends in your body. And a pillow works as well. So I'm going to come on to this, and I want my shoulder blades to come right over top. And for me today, this feels like more than enough. Your legs can be bent like I'm demonstrating. They can be straight, or they can be in a cobbler position like we just did. Let's take a few breaths here. And allowing your body to soften. Reconnecting into the energy of the earth and the strength and stability of Kapha. Take one more breath here. You have a few different options. So you can bring your arms beside you, press yourself up, remove your support, come all the way back down, or you can roll to your side. And come into a final twist. So option 2, bring the legs together, letting them come out to one side. I'm using the block for a little bit of support today. Try to soften into your shoulders, either looking up towards the ceiling or in the opposite direction. And if you have a different twist that you would like to come into, listening to your body, honoring that, coming into that. Slowly on your next inhale, come back through center and to the other side. So I'm going to lift my legs up, bring them to the other side, soften into my shoulders, and then look in the opposite direction. Allowing the belly to soften here. A slow, steady breath. And on your next inhale, gently bringing yourself up. So I am going to offer for Kapha a seated meditation for Shavasana. If you feel totally calm and nourished on your back, stay there. Listening to your body. If you would like to join me in a seated meditation, gently bringing yourself up. Coming into a comfortable seat. Palms can be up to receive or down for grounding. I like to connect the thumb and the index finger. So mudra. Allow the shoulders to soften, nice long spine. Closing your eyes. And start to connect with the rhythm of your breath. Gentle rise and fall. Allowing yourself to dissolve in this moment. Letting everything go. No clinging to the past or anticipation of the future. Just here, now, in this glorious moment. Feeling the prana moving through your body. As you inhale and exhale. Maybe bringing your attention into Ajna chakra in between the eyes. Or into the heart space. Anahata chakra. Slowly start to wiggle the fingers. Invite some movement into the head and neck. Bringing the hands together, rubbing them, creating some warmth and energy. Placing one hand over your heart, one hand over your belly. Taking a moment to seal your practice off today. Maybe repeating your mantra, your sankalpa again. I'm strong, stable, and grounded. I might have changed, and that's okay. I'm strong, stable, and grounded. I'm strong, stable, and grounded. Letting that go. If you're laying on your back, take your time to come up into seated. If you're seated, notice if your body needs a little bit of movement. And then we'll bring the hands together in Anjali Mudra at the heart space, bowing head to knee, connecting qualities of the mind, qualities of our hearts. Love, compassion, forgiveness, gratitude, and acceptance. Knowing that we are whole and complete exactly as we are. Honoring the love and light that resides within each one of us. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. And I hope you have a glorious and fabulous day, and that you feel a little more nourished after practice.